Pisces, hi. We're going to do a general love reading today. I'm using the Llewellyn deck. And just also to let you know, it is a general reading. It may not resonate for everyone. And if it does, I'll be doing an extended reading, and the information around that is in the box below. Also, I'm open again now for personal readings, and the information for that is also in the box below. Okay, Pisces, let's get started here. Now, a general love reading doesn't necessarily mean a romantic reading, but we'll see what shows up here. But it is definitely, and I can see it in your case because you've got the Ace of Cups already on you, it is definitely about love permeating in your life in various ways, okay? And also a heads up around, let you know the kings and the queens represent the, not just the kings and queens, but for instance, and they represent the divine masculine and feminine energies that are in all of us. So their gender, can be either way, okay? Because they're not gender cards. Oh, that sounded kind of convoluted, didn't it? I didn't say that too clearly, but anyway, you got the idea. Okay, so what I see guiding you right now is Six of Cups. So I kind of see something, a promise that you made, to yourself and shared it with others, probably when you were younger, like a child even, or, as at kind of an age when you were very sure and very clear of who you were and what you wanted to do. So I kind of see that guiding you now. And then I've got the Empress showing up there. So now the Empress is, once again, it's not a male or female card. It's the ultimate divine feminine energy of creativity. So it looks to me like this promise that you made at that stage is now, turned into, the gestation period is over. It's now time to give birth to it, okay? So it's time for that to be activated and put out into the world, whatever that was at that point in your life, right? Because then you've got the Three of Cups on top of you now and the Four of Pentacles. So at the base, you're in a very solid position of being grounded enough to be able to, which is giving you your strength. Your strength is coming from your grounding. You're in I see you standing very solidly on the ground and very much feeling safe and secure in your, in your situation or your position right now, which is going to give you the strength to pursue the next stage, which I see, being based on, your past and that, kind of that promise thing. Above you've got the Three of Cups, so it's really very interesting energy that's above you. It's kind of like connecting with, once again, the promise that you made, to others in a way, and connecting with that, soul group, sacred group. They could be, it's a feminine energy. I mean, it could even, literally be women, or or it could be, but it's a very youthful energy, and it was, it's kind of like heart energy, spiritual connection. Okay, I'm just going to see why that energy is above you right now, and I think it's because the moon is now showing, that depth of emotion and that depth of spiritual energy that you've had as a child, as an adolescent kind of thing, and now it's time to kind of return to that, okay, as an adult maybe. You've got the High Priestess in the immediate past. So intuitively, I think you get what I'm talking about here, for your own story to come, as I say, it's a general reading, but I think this is, a story that I think you understand on an intuitive level what I'm saying here. Because you've got the Ace of Cups and the Six of Swords here. So with the moon guiding you into, emotional, spiritual kind of scenarios or wisdom, or, kind of something that needs to be created from you and put into the world. you've got the Ace of Cups guiding or on top of that now. So it's the Ace of Cups going along with the Empress. It is, you know, it's like your cup floweth over. It is definitely time. The baby needs to be born. Okay, it's coming, and in fact, it's pouring over. And this is from the universe giving this to you. So, yeah, really, really good timing for where you're going. Even though, and as I said, I see movement happening in that direction. So the movement is still not that clear and it's still a little bit choppy, but you're definitely moving towards where you're heading with this in that direction. And in your near future, I can see you having to leave behind where you've been in the last while. It's not going to go away. It's not falling, you know, it's cups. So whatever, you know, that could be the gestation period, you know, where all of these ideas and all of this creativity is formulated, and you know, kind of like a butterfly flying out once it's, you know, ready to leave behind, or a bird leaving the nest and stuff like that. It's sort of a similar kind of thing where you just know it's time now to leave the nest and move into the world and create this, because it's overflowing right now. You got the Knight of Cups, so I think you know this, that it's you know, it's time for you to, and it's a knight, so it's quite well developed. This is not a, you know, it's not a page that's showing up, although you've got a page in your environment, but in your near future, I can kind of see a bit of power behind this, like an actual you going out and you know, putting your idea out there, putting your creation, your, you know, that you want to build or you want to move into the world out there in a positive way, and you know, in a propositional way. And I think that causes anxiety for you, because it's difficult to leave behind something that feels so secure, so safe, kind of thing, you know, with the Eight of Cups here, and now it's like, oh God, I've got to leave this and go out into the world. So it's creating a lot of anxiety as to how to go about it. But staying, you know, it is definitely time, because I think in the past, the reason you retreated into this is something, you know, you maybe got hurt out in the world by, you know, not being prepared or going out too soon, trying to give birth before the baby's ready, sort of thing. But now I think you're in a position where you can start to see yourself, you know, moving more into that, you know, emotional, heart-centered, energy, and being able to feel more comfortable in it again, because that's where your source of creativity is coming from, okay? And that's what the moon is trying to bring you to light up for you, right? So that you have the illumination to be able to see it clearly. And I see that in your outcome too. Then I've got the Magician down here. So all of this is leading to your whole sense of transforming yourself. So it's not that you have to, you know, go through a death and a renewal, like, you know, it's not that your past life is going to be over and this is a whole new cycle. This is more transformational. So it's more like, as I say, a gestation period that has been happening for you, and now it's time for you to take the next step in it, and you know, take this creative energy and move it and manifest it, like actually manifest it. And that's what the Magician is. The Magician is the manifester. So the Magician is the alchemist. So it'll take this energy, all of this creativity, it'll, you know, and this is you, so it'll it'll move it around in different ways and transform it, and then move it out and manifest it into the world. So I can kind of see that already happening. And then you've got the Ten of Cups in your near future, along with the Hierophant. So it's taking you into a place where you now have finished the picture in terms of creating your future in a solid way, in the way that you started. So you've taken the Six of Cups and you've taken it right through to the Ten of Cups. So you've created your future. So this is that promise now manifest in your life. And I think it's in all areas of your life, but it's you know, lining up with your mission of why you kind of are here in the first place, to create, to contribute to the world, because this is your higher truth. And it's where your sense of commitment that you sensed even as a child kind of thing all along, and now the commitment place is here. Okay, so total trusting commitment here on this is your truth that you're committing to. And you know, it's just in your subconscious, so you've done a lot of serious as I say, the moon showing up there too tells me you've done a lot of serious soul searching in your time, and you kind of know who you are. You know, that's probably why you got hurt by the Three of Swords in the past. Maybe you weren't lining up with who you are at that point because you didn't take the time to really get in touch with those depths that are within you that help define who you are, so that when you do launch and emerge in the world, it's coming from this place of being illuminated, and you can see him lighting up the path. The Page of Cups, which is in your environment, I think the opportunities, and you've got the Two of Cups, I feel like the opportunities are already in your environment, just beginning, and it's the perfect combination of the divine masculine and divine feminine energies kind of combined to create a partnership in the world. Now that can be a professional partnership, or it could be a romantic partnership. So either one, whichever one applies to you, you know your story better than I do. But I do see this already there, and the beginnings of it already heading that way. Okay, so that's pretty awesome. And the King of Wands. So you moving through this onto your rightful path, where you've done the research inside and already lighting that path up. So you got the Eight of Swords in a position of what your hopes and fears are. And I think your hopes is that you're going to feel okay, even though it looks perilous where you're going. But you're trusting, you're not buying into the fear. You're kind of trusting, and you're taking a step at a time, and you're getting comfortable in that kind of intense energy that you're going to be moving into as you move more into, manifesting in the world. And then we've got the Sun as the outcome, and that is, that's kind of you riding, you actually manifesting and moving. So I see movement here, and the movement I see happening now is very intentful. It's very guided by your own lighting up the path, and the Sun is now at your back guiding you with that light that, is coming from your inner research and your inner values and stuff. All right, well, I'm just going to leave it at that right now. I'm going to draw an oracle from the Wisdom of Avalon, and we've got the Earth Fairy. So this is about grounding and foundations, and remember I said you're already at your base, you've got the Four of Pentacles, so you're standing on a very solid grounding and a very solid foundation now, and that's your strength as you're daring to, kind of take this promise and manifest it in the world now. If this resonates for you, then I'm going to be moving into an extended reading, and we're going to take a look at where this ride to victory with the Sun at your back is taking you, and see who's along there. And then maybe look at the Page of Cups here, the Two of Cups in your environment, whether that is a romantic situation or whether it's a creative situation, or both. We'll see where that goes. All right, let's move on, and we'll see you next week, if not in the extended.